What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Iccy Show. This is interview 605 interviews I've done. Give this special guest from New Jersey to Boston 617-2978 a second to get on here, and we will start this Iccy Show. If you want to be a guest, I'm booking until the end of December. So inbox your girl Jackie Brown with 2 C's, i.e. Brown. We are not just local. We are internationally. Shout out to Six Phase. Shout out to Free Bands Prince, shout out to Legal Mob Entertainment, and shout out to Christawn once he gets on here. So give him a second to get on here. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. If it's your anniversary, happy anniversary. And my condolences to anyone who has lost anyone. Salute, peace, everybody. Definitely put your area codes, the countries you tuning in. Shout out to Hater Proof. Salute to Hater Proof, definitely. Shout out to the Iccy Show, new location, definitely. Much love and respect to everyone. Shout out to the Iccy Show team. Salute, definitely, everybody. Much love and respect. Definitely. We'll be doing a community service next week. So stay tuned on that. The next interview after today is tomorrow. Bacon the General. The 15th, Young Sean. Taja New on the 18th, Lenny Harris the 19th, Rock and Loke the 20th, Thanksgiving the 23rd, The Real Crazy the 25th, Boo Jones the 27th, also with Calvin, Jerome, BMG Boys the 29th, Bonnie Stone the 30th, and then the list goes to December. And it's only one more month until the year is up, so stay tuned. The Iccy Show will be in Florida with Free Bands Prince, doing a lot of filming and stuff like that. So stay tuned on that with his movie coming out. So salute, definitely. And if you're looking for a feature, inbox me and let you know. So let's get this artist on here. Okay, he said give him a second, so we'll just wait. So we are on. Peace, everybody. Definitely put your area codes or the countries you are tuning in so we can give you a shout out definitely on the Iccy Show. And also tomorrow the Iccy Show is going to show you how to do the cream puffs everybody was asking for. So stay tuned on that. I will be doing that. It's just going to be a brief to show you real quick. It will be considered one of the ingredients that are in my cookbook, so stay tuned on that. Definitely. We're gonna give him a couple extra minutes because he asked. He just sent me a message, so stay tuned on that. Like I was saying, if anyone's looking for a feature with Free Bands, definitely inbox me and I will let you know the prices. All right, here we go. Here we go. Hey, Christawn, welcome to the Iccy Show. How you doing?
Doing good. How you doing tonight, Quinn?
Good, King. Thank you for coming back on the Iccy Show again. This is your third year in a row coming on the Iccy Show, and I like to hear the updates on what you've been doing and stuff like that. Yeah. I would have had RJ here to question doing the co-hosting, but he's actually busy right the second. But okay. I got some questions.
Tell I said what's up.
I definitely will. So if you don't know who this is Christawn from New Jersey. He's been on the Iccy Show multiple times, and he also co-hosted the Bible studies for the children. And here we are following up at the end of 2023. So how's your year been going?
It's been going pretty good. I've been, just getting a lot of. Could you hear me clear? Am I coming through clear?
Yes.
There's no noise or anything.
A little bit echoing, a little bit, but not too much.
Okay.
What about me?
It's like it sounds like a tunnel sound when I talk. I don't know if you guys hear that or not.
I don't hear that at all.
Yeah, but I've been doing good. Just hanging in there, working on music when I can. Been working a lot, doing a lot of other things, but it's been all right though.
How about the community? Have you been helping the kids around? I know you're always doing something for them.
Yeah, on the solo, not really with any type of group or anything like that. I might do stuff for kids that I know around the area, but I'm always doing that type of stuff. You
You're
know,
right, right.
but yeah, somebody said they hear it. Let me try to switch phones. Let me see.
Is it when I talk or when he talks? Gina, if you could just let us know.
Seems like it's both. Let me try to get on this phone too. I'm going out and I'm gonna come back in.
All right, cool.
All right.
All right. All right. So thank you. I appreciate that, Gina, definitely for letting us know. We're going to get him right back on, so just bear with us. I appreciate that. Peace, peace. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so he'll be switching it and hopefully keep our fingers crossed when he comes back on and won't be doing that. Some reason I couldn't hear it, but I'm glad you said something. I appreciate that. God bless everyone. Definitely peace, peace on this Saturday evening. Peace, Robert. Peace, everybody. Definitely, Gina. The stores are crazy. Telling you, people driving crazy. Drive safe out there. Definitely. Happy Veterans Day to all the veterans. Definitely. Any veterans that are tuning in here, thank you for your service, and God bless our country. Definitely, we need that right now. More prayers for peace, love. You're gonna send it to me. I see that you're still on here, but I don't know if you're gonna send it to me. If you want to be a guest on the Iccy Show, like I said, I'm booking to the end of December, so inbox me. I'll let you know the dates I do have available. Like I said, November's already filled up and half of December already. And also the Iccy Show Cookings is coming back, and the Bible studies is every Tuesday. It's about 10-15 minutes long, just children, subject for the children, children friendly. So I sent you the invite just in case it didn't allow you. I'm not too sure. Hey, welcome.
All right.
Welcome back to the Iccy Show. Does it still sound like that?
Nah, I don't hear it no more.
Okay. They were saying when you were talking, it was doing it.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It seems like it's doing a little bit, but not as much.
You're going, yeah,
Do they still hear it?
you're going, it is echoing. You're going in and out.
I don't know what it could be. I'm not sure what it could be. Yeah,
Do you have
I
good,
still, it's,
is the service good where you are, or like, does it show?
yeah, service is good.
So it shouldn't be echoing. I don't know.
It's the first time this ever happened.
Well, I apologize. Well, I can't hear it. She said when you talked earlier, Gina, does it, when he talks, do you still hear it or no?
So
He's
big,
saying,
so frank.
big bro.
Yeah, I could hear it. Like, it's just when I talk.
I didn't hear it when I hear it now, but before I didn't. Do you want me to take you out and then try to get you back in real quick to see if that will exit it out?
Yeah, let's do that, bro.
Okay. I'm gonna take you out and then we'll do it right. Get you back in.
Okay.
I apologize, everybody. We're gonna get him right back in, so bear with us. Okay. She's saying it's not bad. If you can send me the invite because it's saying okay, I got you. I just sent it. It was saying technical error. Here we go.
It's not
Welcome back,
bad.
Christawn.
They said it's not bad.
Yes, she said
I
it's
don't hear.
not bad.
All right, good, cool. Cause this is the first. I never heard that sound before. So I don't know. Maybe it's the connection.
Probably, probably. Well, welcome back to the Iccy Show. This is Christawn from New Jersey. He's been on here multiple times, and we were just having some technical difficulties. So, Christawn, what you have you been recording any music this past year?
Yeah, this past year a lot of music. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I have so far like I have the game. I got Jada. I got Busta Rhymes. I got Dave Styles P. This
Woo!
name, this name. Yeah, we got some fire. We got some fire. I got the songs. I got the songs from the game. I got the songs from Dave East. I got the songs from Styles P. All fire. They all, they all the type of vibe I'm on.
Okay,
So
okay. So when's that
yeah,
drop?
it's gonna be like first quarter of next year. I'm done.
Okay,
I just
okay.
gotta get I just gotta get a website put up and just a couple other things. I want to get a label website and some couple of things I wanted to put together, but it's just about done.
All right, all right. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Definitely salute to you. How's it
Thank
feel finally having your project basically done? Just touching up the last pieces.
you. Yeah, it feels good because I've been working on it for so long. But I know that me personally, I don't have a lot of time left that I want to spend like rapping in the game. I want to do more of the, management side, trying to help artists get to the next level. So I'll probably throw out this project and maybe one more, then I'm done.
Oh,
You know,
okay, okay. Do
yes.
you relocating or staying where you are when you want to not do the music anymore?
I'm not really sure. I haven't really thought about it, like that yet. But I mean, right now I'm real into the music. Like next year I might not be, you know what I mean? But I know that the project that I'm putting out right now, I want that to be like almost the last go round for me. That's why I'm throwing out so much. I'm throwing out like a it's gonna be a free project, the regular project and this project for the women. So I'm gonna
That's awesome.
three like right off the bat. You
And the ones the women, is it like R&B smooth or how would you
smooth,
say it?
smooth.
Okay.
Yeah, it's smooth. This is I don't remember like anytime since LL Cool J that a dude went out and geared to the woman on the album. I don't remember no other time, but that's what it's gonna be like. It's gonna be on that type vibe.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Bringing it back. I like that. That's like the 80s style, so
yeah,
we
it's
need
like
that.
the old school, like when who was that? Like LL, all them guys. They used to gear to the woman a lot more than we do in this day and age. You know what I'm saying?
R.
We used
Kelly.
to R. Kelly, yeah, like we used to have them specific songs that geared just to y'all.
Yes.
I don't hear it no more. So I'm trying to bring that back a little.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a dope. It's a dope sound. Like the sound is dope. I was really impressed with how it came out.
Well, I like it. I look forward definitely to hearing it. Your music's always is fire. Where can they go listen to the music that you have out now?
YouTube would probably be the best place. Just plug in my name, Christawn, and all my current music will pop up.
Okay. Yep.
Spotify, just anywhere there's music, I'll probably be there. Some
Definitely.
something something of mine will probably be there.
Okay, okay. Where do you see yourself in the next year? Do you see yourself? I know the new project will be coming out. Do you see yourself doing some videos to those songs that are on that project?
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna put some videos out. I might put maybe two or three for each project.
Okay.
So I mean, but I'm gonna put a substantial amount of visual things, that people can see. Because I kind of been slacking on that end. I haven't really been putting the visual out too much.
Right.
But the starting of next year, everything's just gonna just start coming right out. I have no more games, no more. It's gonna pop off.
Okay.
Definitely.
Is there anything holding you back right now that you wish that you were ahead a little bit more on any of your projects?
Not really. I mean, I think that everything in God's timing.
Yeah.
Sometimes God's time is not our time.
Right.
I could rush it. I could rush everything and try to meet all these type of deadlines and try to do everything that I like to get done in the course of a day. But everything got to happen in God's time. You know what I mean? Like we all got stories when we try to push something, get something ready, and we like, why is it taking so long? God's taking His time with you. He wants things to be perfect. He
Right.
don't want you to have no regrets for what you're doing. So we got to be patient and really do a lot of waiting, like I did. I've been doing a lot of waiting. You know what I'm saying? It's like I want to make sure everything is just right.
Right.
It's not. I know that my time here is not getting no longer. I'm getting older, so I want to make sure that the stuff that I'm doing now is perfected.
Right.
That's how I got all these dudes to come. It better late than never. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like, but they recognize the greatness.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I just want to make sure that I'm, you know, owning up to all that hype that is on everything right now.
Definitely. I definitely I look forward for your projects coming out. I definitely been waiting. RJ's been waiting. Um, Gina says patient and perfect. Love. Definitely. That's
Yeah,
awesome. I look forward. Uh, what about a documentary, Christawn? You gonna do the documentary since your project will come out in the new year?
yeah. I'm gonna do something like that. But it's I'm probably gonna do something like that. Something that tells more of who I am in my life. You know what I mean?
Right.
From way back to the drug selling days to all the way to get my life changed and being for the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So I want something that is a visual of people seeing that. You know.
Right.
So it's funny you said that because I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that the other day. Like, how am I going to show a visual of my life from how God changed me, how God changed me over the years. You know what I'm saying? I want to show that. Definitely
Right. Right.
touch a lot of people.
Definitely. Especially where where you were, you know, where the evil part, I would say, like when you were younger to where you are now, and you gave yourself to God. So it's like that's important because the young ones need to see that not all struggles are end struggle. There's always God, the light, above. So don't give up. And I think that's why I really think you should come out with that sooner than later, because I feel like you can touch a lot of the kids that are going through something, that they might be able to, relate in the movie, but always be like, oh, he had, a light. I can get out of this. I just gotta stay focused. So you might make a right hand path go the straight way instead of the wrong hand path.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I mean, that's what I think we're lacking now. It's the people that these kids are listening to these days. They all shot out. Man. Like these rappers are shot out. You
Right.
look at the movies. People just shot. Everybody's walking around shot out. So that's who the kids are gravitating to hearing.
Right.
I don't know. I'm listening to a lot of these YouTubers, the young guys, like the guys that are like 17, 18, 19, just how trashy their channels are. I mean, like like at the end of the day, that's like I don't have kids, but I know that that's where the kids are gravitating to. Those type of people. The guy is one of the guys just did something in jail, right? Where he tried to make jail a whole big party. You know what I mean? He rented a jail, part of a jail out for 7 days, and he went and brought all type of women and drinks and weed, and they was in there partying. So what that shows to the kids is jail is a whole just big fun house that you can go to, lay out, play games. That's what he's showing. But that's what the algorithm is pushing to. The algorithm is pushing that. So our kids is in trouble. So I'm always trying to, give the light when I can. I ain't never seen
Definitely.
like this before.
Yeah.
So I
It's scary.
thought it's scary. It's scary. I thought it was. I mean, like to see how bad things have gotten so quickly. Scary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
You
see
know,
what happens. I
especially
mean,
especially nowadays, it's like, with all the bad that's happened, it's like, we need more positive, we need more peace. And it's like, people don't understand that. And I was saying stuff about the auto tunes, how I feel like that's not your real voice. So, if you keep on using it, it's not really you as an artist, not you particular, but, as an artist, you use it all the time. You want to hear that flow of your natural, as your, of you as a creative person.
right.
But it's scary what's going on. How do you feel, what is going on with the world right now? You know, um, what's your outlook on it?
That the world's in trouble.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
judgment is here. Um, it's not too many good things I could say about what's going on right now. I just really could say that individually, we need to start really keying in on trying to serve God more, um, trying to love each other more, and just go against the whole agenda that's coming at us right now, which is an agenda of hatred from so many angles. So that's all that we could do is try to make ourselves, better for what we see out here. We all know what we see. You know what I mean? You would have to be like seriously blind if you don't see what's going on right now. And the Bible even speaks to all this stuff. It speaks to this last day stuff, and it's 100% accurate.
right.
Nothing that has been said from the Word of God is inaccurate. People try to make up stories all day. They could say whatever they want, but we see that the Bible has said like key points of what was going to happen in these last days and everything we're seeing.
Right.
So and it just keeps getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
So
I def-
my advice would just be just try your best to serve God in the best way you can.
Definitely,
Try to make that important in your life.
definitely, that's important. Um, you know, Especially now with everything going on. Are you looking to perform, or are you not really trying to perform in the wintertime?
Um, it's some type of school tour that I'm going to do.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, yeah, I'm going to get to the schools. It's going to be easier because I was talking to a couple people. They said it's easier when you have your project out and you're ready to go. You know what I mean? So I want to make
That's
sure
all.
that when you know what I'm saying, like I got to have the product done so they could review it, they could listen to it, make sure it's cool for me to come in there. But it's not going to be it's not going to be hard for me to get in there as long as I come business correct. I can't see him. I mean, you never know, but I can't see him turning it down.
Right. I'm for it. And I know you will get in, definitely. That's what we need. We definitely need you in the schools to get to the teenagers and the high school, especially what you've been through. You could your whole life is a whole documentary. So the movies we're watching on television, why can't we watch yours? You can make an impact. I know you can, because what you've been through and what these kids are going through, there's a lot of kids that can relate, and it's not a negative outcome. It's a positive outcome. And that's what we need. We need more of that. Um, you
Definitely.
know, I've been when I was in my movie, it was it's a gangster movie, but people like, oh, how do you have the Bible studies and you played that? And it's like, you know, that's acting, but if I would pick a role, it would just be being like a mom, simple life, like easy stuff. But sometimes God has you go in certain ways, but I don't. condone to that. You know, it's like you just got to go with where God puts you, but you know, he has us trained for reasons to teach the younger ones, you know, our generation. And that's what we got to start doing. We really got to do it.
Yeah,
And
ASAP, you know what I mean?
yeah, you can't wait another year for that. Like you got to do that, like pronto.
Got to get it done. I mean, because I mean, like we look at. I mean, when you look at the kids from now, from when we was coming up, it's the big difference. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying? How we respected the law, how we respected our parents, how we respected, you know, just our respect level was in a different place back then. You know, we have respect. Nowadays, it is no respect, and
right.
that's where the kids are going in that direction. But they know the majority of them don't respect anything.
Yeah, it's sad. It's definitely sad. And you know, what I tell people is, you know, you don't need to go if you know, you don't want to go into a church, but have your connection with God because long as you have that connection with God, that's more positive than anything. And people have to realize that. Um, but a lot of people don't. They're scared to go into churches because of what happened in the past and things like that. But you know, that's why I say build your foundation, build your bond with your God. Sooner than later, that definitely.
Yeah, pray, pray.
What about your clothing line? Have you thought about coming out with your clothing line?
Clothing line, not really. I haven't really thought of anything that I mean, I'm going to do something for the label, like a label clothing line. But, I haven't really thought of anything like for myself. Really haven't thought about it. But the label, I got something. I got something. I'm gonna do like t-shirts, sweatshirts, uh, maybe some type of like sweatsuit,
Definitely.
you know. But yeah, I still got a lot of stuff to put into that
And what's
for you know before.
that label name so they can look out for it if they're interested in purchasing it?
What's gonna be the name of it?
Yes.
I'm not really even sure yet.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Like
So soon as
I'm
you
still like
find out,
brainstorming.
know.
Huh?
Soon as you know, let me know so I could start, you know, letting people know. Go check it out. Go check it out. You know.
Definitely, yeah, definitely, I got you, yeah. But I haven't really brainstormed on that too much. But it's gonna have to, it's gonna come next year, definitely. But everything's, you know, just trying to make sure everything done in the right, you know, just make sure everything's done in the right order. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like sometimes I'm always putting things ahead of things, and I'm over here and I'm over there, but I'm trying to really be keyed in on what I got to get done. Like right now, is getting the album done and making sure that thing is just everything I want it to be. You know, I got
Yeah.
and then put that out, then I'll add everything else to it. But by the time it gets done, it's gonna be all right.
I'm definitely looking forward when it comes out. Are you gonna do a party?
Yeah, yeah.
Let me know. Don't wait to the last minute. Let me know so I can come out there.
I won't. Listen, if I throw something like that, you know, I'm not gonna leave you out. I'm not gonna
Thank
do that.
you. Definitely.
I, I wouldn't do that.
So
But yeah, that's definitely something.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I said that's definitely something that I'm gonna do.
I appreciate that. Definitely, definitely. So all the features are all done with this project. It's coming out 2024. You think in January?
I'm thinking like January, February.
Ooh, Valentine's Day.
Yeah, but hey, I might drop. Maybe I'll drop the women's one on Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Dropping on
That,
Valentine's. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
all right.
But yeah,
How many tracks
first
are on
quarter,
the?
first quarter of next year. It's gonna be
Okay.
on all platforms.
Okay. Make sure you stay tuned. Follow Christawn. Book him. Anyone that has connects with schools, he inbox him. Do you have a manager, Christawn, or are you still independent?
Still independent.
Okay. So
Yeah.
inbox Christawn right here, and anyone that's looking for him to come to your local school and talk to the young kids and maybe do a performance for the students, you know, and give a little positive vibe. That's what we need for these students in these schools. And with a great artist right here that is dropping 2024, finally the project of Christawn. Salute, definitely King, 1000% from the Iccy Showw. I hope you get awards on it. I definitely hope to see you on tour on it. Definitely with all those great features. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I know you're overwhelmed with that.
Yeah. I mean, it's I feel like it's overdue for as long as I've been doing it, but I feel like it's perfect timing.
Definitely.
Perfect time.
Definitely. Is there any shout out you would like to give to anyone, Christawn?
Shout out Gina. Shout out Brandon. I saw my brother Greg in here. Greg. And anybody else who came out, and check this interview out. Just, be on the lookout. It's a lot of good things that I'm doing, not just for myself, but I got other people attached to it too. Right. So that's why I wanted to run right. But it's came together. God's been just doing a lot of things. So I'm just following his lead and making it. As long as I lead, everything's gonna come into how he wants it to be.
Right. And I could see a tour happening with all those artists that you have a feature with, all you guys coming together and then making that like summer.
But you know what? The thing with these guys is, like, that I noticed is they arrogant, man. Like, you know what I mean? If they do something for you, it's like, I already did it for, I already got you. All right, did it. So you can't ask them for too much. You know what I'm saying? They don't, like, which I understand. Like, when I looked at it like everybody that I got is nearly a legend. I'm not dealing with anybody who's not elite in rap.
Right.
I mean, they earn that. You know what I'm saying? So if they want to, like, that's why I don't get upset when I get the little Hollywood actions. I don't get upset. Y'all earn that. Y'all earn that. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
For y'all to, huh?
You're a special artist too, so always remember that too. Don't let no one ever you definitely deserve your flowers and an award because you don't cuss in your music, one, and your music, you can change it up, and it means something. You can feel it.
Yeah.
And that's why I said you gotta hit the schools. You definitely gotta hit the schools because your music is an impact in the kids, and these are kids of the future. And I definitely
that's the only place I'm keen on. If it's gonna be any tour, I'm only keen on the schools.
Right.
That's you get there. I can break in and hopefully change their mindset in a lot of ways. You never know.
Right.
But I mean, like, the music that I have, I know it could break through into the school. Since I started rapping, I think I did about 7 or 8 schools since I started, like 7 to 8, and every time that I went to the schools, it was always received well. The kids going crazy. One time, we was in Bristol, New Jersey, and this is when me and my brother was rapping together, and we had to do 3 shows, 3 45-minute shows. So after the third show, the kids rushed the stage, and the auditorium had like 300-400 kids in there. They all rushed the whole stage. They ran my dad over, knocked security down. It was crazy. It was like it was just a crazy scene. But to see the reaction, and that was a reaction that we got in one of the schools. It was a middle school, you know what I mean? But the kids, like, it's just getting to them. You just got to get to them. Right? Because if I get to them, I got them. I already know how I play. Listen, I'm going to come with everything I got. I'm going to make sure that I grab them up, and they'll be thinking different by the time they deal with me.
Right.
They be thinking a lot different.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Real talk. It's just getting in there. That's all.
Definitely. If you could pick one country to go to do that at a school, where would it be?
Africa.
Nice.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I got a lot of African. I have a lot of foreigners who follow me. Like, people be hit me up on the messengers and calling my my phone like. But it's cool. Like the thing about foreigners is they're more respectful. They
Yes.
they respect my music 100 times more than somebody in America would. You know, because a lot of them live in poverty out there. So like, you know, one kid said my one of my songs gave him hope. And I was like, wow, you know what I mean? Like kid I never met before in my life. You know, he's saying my music gave him hope. You know what I mean?
Say that.
So, and that's not the. I mean, that's not the only time that I get. I mean, people hit me up, and they're really blessed by what I'm doing. So it keeps me going, keeps me on my feet. You know what I mean? Because you want to make sure you deliver your project out, and you put as much into it as you can, so it can touch as many people as possible. You know.
Right.
And so, and I'm glad that I'm older now doing this. Um, thank God that He has allowed me to look like something. I don't look like 45. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate being this old and still being able to go and still have kids hit me up saying they like my music.
Right.
You know
That's
what I mean?
amazing.
So, it's just it's it's a blessing. It's a blessing.
Yes, definitely. That's a good feeling too, because like you say, you're 45, I'm 45. You know, it's because we've been through hell and hell water.
Right.
So we can pass that on to them. We could be their teacher and their learner at the same time because we
Mm-hmm.
already been there. That's why, this generation, they're like, all they know is technology, technology, technology. Think about it. When we were growing up, we had the beginning of the GPS stages. Remember that? We didn't even have GPS. We had paper and pen to write down.
What was that called? MapQuest.
Yes, yes,
Or
yes.
MapQuest, you go on the computer, you got to write the directions on a piece of paper, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
that's what
kids think I'm crazy when I tell them that. They're like, no. I'm like,
they'll drive them crazy. They wouldn't even know what to do if that if that happened. It'd be mind boggling. They'll try to figure that thing out. That's ancient to them.
yes, definitely. And it's crazy. I seen something today. They were, talking about how can first responders get to a scene quick instead of getting stuck in traffic, what kind of vehicles they can use. So now they're starting to look at the ones that they could turn around and go up and go, the tires expand, go over the traffic with their alarms, and then get to through the traffic faster. That would save lives. So that's probably, I say, in 2 years, 3 years, you'll see one of those vehicles popping up, because that was one of the new age. I would say.
That's yeah. That'd be
Definitely. I would like to see you come out with a church, Christawn. I would like to see you, um, invest in a church in a way to be more in that.
yeah. I'm trying to see. I mean, it's hard nowadays to find a church like a good church home. Um,
Yes.
I feel like I would like I deal with a guy. His name is New Breed, and he's like in his 30s or something like that. But he's a young preacher. So if I was to deal with a church, it would have to be somebody who is young and helping, just helping in any way I possibly I can to help the church, better. But it would have
Right.
to be somebody like in this younger generation. But,
That's
but
smart though. So if someone's around your area, inbox them, because definitely that's important.
yeah,
I wish you were closer to here. There's a new church that opened about a year ago in a town next to where I am, and it's a young minister, and it's good because it's like they can reach to the younger generation,
yeah,
judging them from years, how if
yeah.
they're
You
older,
get yeah,
you can't do this, can't do that, you can't do that, like, that gives them hope that they can get forgiven for their sins. I'm not saying all sins they get forgiven, but you know what I'm trying to say, that they don't feel like pushed away from God. And that's what the problem is. There's a lot of churches, and I can honestly say that I tried personally to get my son baptized, and they wouldn't. And it took 10 years to finally find a church, because I was Catholic and the father was something else. But it's like we got judged every time we went into a church, or whatever the case may be. We're at one church, and you know it stinks when people are trying to do the right, when they're not allowing you to. But don't
Yeah,
give
and I'm
up.
like, oh, you're
Never give
right.
up.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah. And that's how I got RJ baptized. Remember when I did his baptized, and I got baptized
Yeah,
3 years ago.
couple years, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why it took that long. So that's why I switched to be Christian from Catholic.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. So that people, it's crazy, but it's like it shouldn't be that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're trying to do the right, it should be okay.
Yeah, especially when it comes to that, as long as when it comes to, baptism, as long as AJ's a smart kid, or RJ's a smart kid, you could tell that he's intelligent. I'm sure he's gonna understand what he's doing
Yeah.
to get baptized. You know what I'm saying? Or if they don't, educate them to, so they understand, and then get them baptized. I was baptized at like 5, I think, 5 or 6.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, real young.
Yeah. I was a baby when I was baptized, and then I did it 3 years ago.
Yeah,
And honestly, it felt good. It felt being an
it do.
adult. It felt good. Like
It do.
it felt
It
different.
feel, you feel like you come out clean, like that you washed away a lot of stuff out of your life, a
Right.
lot of bad things, a lot of sin. Yeah, it just it's a mandatory experience we all need to have. You
Yes.
know, and we,
And it eliminates people that were not supposed to be around you. It eliminates that too.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
stuff is real.
Yep.
Stuff
Definitely.
very real. You know what I mean? So I think sometimes it scares people too. Like I think some people get scared out of you know their belief with God. A lot of people go through some scary experiences. Like stuff hits them so hard, they shocked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that is so real, and I think it scares some people.
Yeah. Definitely.
You know?
That's why I definitely could see you you know taking part with the church. That's my opinion, as I got to know you these 3 years. And following up with your music and things like that. That's my personal opinion. I really feel that your soul in with your music, I feel like it can make a difference. That's just what's it's really telling me that I could see you being there, once a week, you know, at one of the communities, but really taking part of a church that really needs that person that's been through the stuff, not just following a book and just going reading a book. You actually been through it, so you can, preach about it to the young ones. And I really feel that you could probably make 10%
Mm-hmm.
of the kids that are out there a difference. That's what, or more. To start off, 10% easily. That's what I really feel that. That's why I keep on encouraging you about it, because not everybody can do that. And
No,
you're definitely
yeah,
you're different, so you can do that.
yeah.
And it's like we need people to start now. Like you say, you're 45. I'm 45, but like I'm giving you that advice that maybe you do know. You'll come across like a minister or a priest, or somebody that needs someone like you in their district. You never know, because some, like, I know the church that just opened up a year ago, they were looking for someone like you, that was young, that could reach to the younger generation to get them, to get in there, you know, and talk and feel it, to understand it, to, like, you know, get out of the streets, to prevent them, you know. And I really, that's why I'm saying that to you, personally, but I definitely, I really feel that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, like yeah. I mean, if it's anything that I would rather do or would want to be doing is working with kids and working with the youth and trying to give them some game on how to just make it out here. I mean, a lot of kids are struggling in a lot of ways that from what I'm hearing. Um, you know, as I talk to the kids out, around where I live at, and just talking with them, they're going through some things. A lot of them are way more than I hear. Way more of what they're going through now than I ever did when I was coming up. It's crazy, crazy situation. So I mean, and being as though I've been opened up to that, and that I know that now, it makes me a little just go a little bit harder, and really trying to give them something. You know what I'm saying? Like the things that they're going through now is just is it's amazing how they, a lot of them are still able to keep their head up, play, be on the basketball team, be writers or whatever that they're doing, man, when they're going through this type of stuff in their home. This one kid never has food in his house ever. So I can't, like he never has food. So it's
Wow.
like it's to know some of the situations is a little different, and it makes you just want to do something for them even more. You know,
Definitely.
um, yeah.
Well,
So
definitely. If you do anything out there for the community, let me know. Next summer, let me know. You know, I would like to take part. You know, something.
def, definitely, definitely will let you
Christawn,
know.
let them know all your information. Let them know any shout outs you want to give to anybody, and anything we didn't bring up. This is your time to bring it up.
Uh, well, shout out to you. You always looking me out, and shout out to your show. Your show is awesome. It's an amazing show that God got you on. He got you on a good path,
Thank,
and
thank
to
you.
see you elevating and international, and just so many things that he's doing for you. I'm happy to see that everything's going well
Thank
with the show. The show is amazing. Um, keep your head up for the album. Album should be dropped first quarter of next year. It's called Tales from the Street. Uh, a lot of people are part of it that I'm thankful for. Rappers, Styles P, Jada Kiss, Busta Rhymes, The Game, got Sean Kingston on there. A lot of people. So I'm just thankful to have those type of people on this project. And that's about it. You can find my music anywhere on YouTube. If you plug in my name on YouTube, everything will pop up. I got some stuff on my Instagram page. If you plug in Christawn wherever, everything come right up. Whatever I got out, it'll come up.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And if someone is looking for a feature from you, they can inbox you.
On,
Are you
Instagram. Instagram would probably be the best place to email me about some business like that.
okay? Okay.
Instagram.
Def- and it's Christawn on Instagram.
Yeah, you plug in Christawn in the search, I'll come right up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll
So
come right.
anyone that is looking for a feature from Christawn, hit him up on Instagram, and you guys could take it from there.
Yeah,
Telling you, it's worth it. The price is
yeah,
worth it, right,
yeah.
Christawn?
I'm telling you, man, we gonna mess around, change the game out here, man. Messing with me, man.
And I'm waiting
But
for
now,
that album. When that album
yeah,
comes out, I hope to get the exclusive interview. You're saying, Jackie, it's dropping next week. I need that exclusive interview. It's on the table right here.
definitely, I feel you. And I appreciate that. I really do, because I'm going to need you.
You're very welcome. Definitely. I appreciate you always coming on the Iccy Show. This is interview 605 interviews I've done in 5 years. So salute to you, Christawn, as always, coming on the Iccy Show. Much love and respect. And RJ says hello to you as always. And we got to get you on the Bible studies again.
Yeah. When's the next one that you having?
So what's today? Saturday. So Tuesday.
11.
So Tuesday, every Tuesday at 6 p.m. we do it.
Okay. How about next Tuesday?
Okay.
Next Tuesday, I'm down, definitely.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah,
Picture.
all right, I got you.
All right, I appreciate you, Gina, everybody, Wendy, everyone that tuned in on this evening. Angela, peace, everyone. We are not just local, we are internationally. This is, again, interview 605. Reach out to Christawn, book him, get a feature with him. I'm telling you, well worth it. And then anyone that can make that happen for that school, inbox him. We need more people like him out there to make that change. God bless our world. Happy Veterans Day to all the veterans. Thank you for your service. Much love and respect from the Iccy Show to your house. Free the Jills. Let's go. 2024 is right around the corner. So let's make a positive change for the rest of the 2023. God bless, and much love and respect, Christawn. I appreciate you coming on the Iccy Show.
I appreciate you, Queen. Appreciate you.
You're welcome, King. Much love and respect. Peace.